Hello everyone, how are you? So I wanted to jump on here really quick because we are here with Love Mama Inspires, and it is 7, well, a little bit after 7 here, Eastern Standard Time. But I really wanted to jump on here really quick to talk about keeping open communication with your children. And this message was inspired over the weekend, so let me just back up. I am Monica Reed, the visionary behind Love Mama Inspires, where I am here to, along with another community of women, here to encourage women to live a life full of love and unity, and to leave legacies to their children. And so through that movement, we are creating messages for our children. We are taking time to capture the moments that we have with our children while we can, and cherishing those memories that will live on for years and years and generations to come. But anyway, this particular message was inspired because I was talking to a gentleman over the weekend, and he was having some challenges with communicating with his girls, and they are teenagers. And I have the best of both worlds, 19, 20, and then 10 and about to be 5. And I experienced some of these things with raising my children, as far as trying to figure out best ways to communicate with them. So anyway, what I shared with the gentleman this weekend was to be creative. Never try to pressure these kids to be something that they're not, and be creative when it comes to communicating with them. But we always want to make sure that we are leaving open the lines of communication so that they can go back to that they feel comfortable communicating with us later on in life. No matter what the topic is, they feel secure and safe enough to come and talk to us about it. We have a very close family, and a lot of people don't understand how close we are, and what happens behind the scenes that allows us to be that close. But it's really just being creative. And so anyway, one of the tips that I shared with the gentleman was his girls were teenagers. We all know the girls like to write, and he never thought to create a safe space for them to communicate with him. So I told him, I said, why don't you get a journal? Why don't you get a journal and you write? I know men, they're not really writers, but you initiate the conversation with the girls. Show them that they are safe. Show them that they can come and talk. Tell them that they can come and talk to you. Write it out on paper. You would be amazed at just starting a habit like that, back and forth. I know a long time ago I came up with this because when I was in middle school, I had a best friend, and her and I got separated in classes, and our only way to communicate was in a notebook, and we used to pass it back and forth in the hallway, and that was our form of communication. And when I got older, I kind of used that same communication style with my daughters. With my son, he was a little bit more outspoken, and but even he had taken a time a few days ago to write me a nice long message telling me how he felt. And I love that. And the one thing I told him was, I love the fact that you are transparent, and that you feel comfortable to say what it is that's on your mind, and not even in a disrespectful way, but it's just a form of communication. So anyway, I really just want us parents to learn how to meet our children where they are, right? I don't want my children growing up to be like me. They don't have to be exactly like me. They don't have to think like me. They don't have to act like me. They don't have to go to places that I want to go. They don't have to do any of that. But I really just want to meet them where they are and allow them to develop their own characteristics and their own personalities, and to go after their own dreams. And I feel like it's our job to support them wherever they are, whatever it is that they want to be up to in the world, as long as it's something positive. And even if it's not, I remember my mentor telling me, she said, you're not the mom anymore. You are the mom, but you need to play the role as a coach. You coach them through the things that you know, and you guide them. So anyway, I wanted to jump on here because I was inspired to, or led to, share that message. I hear a lot of women and men talk about having close relationships with their children. too often I see in the world where the children don't want to be bothered with the parents. And I think it's really, really sad that they don't want to be bothered. Hi, how are you, Katia? That they don't want to be bothered with their parents. And I'm just like, okay, you know what? We have to find a way to create these conversations again, sitting down at the dinner table, you know, sharing our day, stepping away from social media. Even myself, I do the same thing. I constantly have my phone in my hand, but we have to sit down at the dinner tables again and have these conversations with our kids. So that's how I was able to create such a great bond with my children. It's just really creating that space for them and finding creative ways to communicate with them. And for me, it was journaling with the girls and with the boys. It was just being very straightforward. Where are you? What do you need me for? How can I support you? You know, what's on your mind? You know, sparking those questions so that they feel safe to come to us. So anyway, I just felt again led to share that message, just thinking of different effective communication skills that we can have with our kids, because if they're not learning from us, they're learning from the street. So it's our job to guide them and to talk to them and to let them know that they can talk to us about anything. Believe me, there are times that I don't want to hear what they bring to me, but it is necessary because I don't want them to learn from the street, right? So anyway, I wanted to jump on here. I know I post some really funny things with my kids. You wouldn't believe the conversations that happen in our house. We do have the Meet the Reads page where I share little things that the kids are saying. But anyway, I wanted to get on here and just really just leave you that message. And again, I am Monica Reed, the visionary for Love Mama Inspires. And again, I will see you next time. Have a good night. Bye-bye.